Why did XRP investors file a class action lawsuit against Coinbase? The threshold for voting on FRP01 has been reached, and our primary topic of the day is the implosion of cryptocurrency exchange FTX. One pressing concern on everyone's mind is who should control the sector. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to watch this new video right now. Hello and welcome to our channel, where we discuss the newest XRP news and the cryptocurrency world in general. If you're watching one of our videos for the first time, we'd like to extend a warm welcome. We welcome you to subscribe so you never miss another video, and we are pleased to announce that this channel is hosting a 200 XRP prize. To be eligible to participate, simply subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be revealed on January 31st. Aside from the ongoing legal struggle between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the airdrop of the Flare Network coin has created quite a stir in the XRP community in recent weeks. After more than 2 years, XRP holders finally received their FLR tokens on January 9th, though not entirely as expected, according to Bitcoinist. The most well-known exchanges, such as Nance and Kraken, have facilitated the distribution of the airdrop, except Coinbase, an American exchange that has not issued the FLT to its users. However, the XRP community, led by lawyer Frederick Crisply, is not satisfied and has filed a class action lawsuit against Coinbase and its CEO, Brian Armstrong. Dallas Woody, the lead plaintiff, is represented by the legal firm that originally filed the action yesterday in the United States District Court lost the Twitter account stating this a crypto company can't take client funds. That is basic business law. We have launched a class action lawsuit against Coinbase for its inability to supply its clients with Songbird and Flare tokens that Coinbase publicly stated it will distribute. No more excuses. According to the complaint, the crypto exchange publicly committed to sharing the airdrop with XRP holders. Because of Coinbase's frequent and public statements, XRP holders have purchased XRP from the exchange, held it in the defendant's custody, or transferred XRP from other wallets into the defendant's custody. According to the lawsuit, based on the violation, the plaintiffs have filed civil claims against Coinbase for breach of fiduciary responsibility fraud, intentional misrepresentation, negligent misrepresentation, constructive fraud, conversion, common count, carelessness, unfair competition law violation, and declaratory relief. As a result of Coinbase's unlawful activities regarding SGB and FLR, the Somber tokens were issued as part of the airdrop from the Flare Network in September 2021 as a forerunner to the FLR distribution. Outlaw seeks a determination on behalf of the proposed class of all Coinbase users with XRP accounts that the XRP holders are the legal owners of SGB and FLR that Coinbase received but did not release. Furthermore, Risk Belize demands damages for losses incurred as a result of the defendant's illegal conversion of plaintiffs' SGB and FLR. This claim is also asserted against Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong for having the power and authority to direct the management and activities of Coinbase and its employees and to cause Coinbase to distribute the tokens. Defendant Armstrong had consistent and daily management of Coinbase operations, including the decision to accept all SGB and FLR from the Flare airdrop on behalf of his customers. Armstrong purposefully exercised his power and influence to cause Coinbase to distribute the tokens. Armstrong purposefully exercised his power and influence to cause Coinbase to distribute. Furthermore, Ripple CTO David Schwartz appears to be dissatisfied with the Flare governance proposal FRP01, which, if approved, would include several modifications affecting the distribution and inflation of the Flare blockchain's native token. He provides two explanations. The first is that it only pays out 15% of what XRP holders were promised. Second, it includes a lot of monetary expansion that appears to benefit no one. The remaining 85% will be distributed over 36 months. The Flare Network stated over the weekend that the threshold for voting on FYP01 had been attained. You will complete Flavor CEO noted one of FYP01 flaws for its 2020 snapshot participants. FLR must be wrapped to obtain complete and final delivery. Furthermore, depending on participation, users may receive less than anticipated under the 2020 snapshot. The benefits, however, include eliminating the risk associated with relying on exchange ranges. As previously reported, David Schwartz opposed the Flare airdrop, arguing that there was no incentive to hold FLR tokens and wait for additional airdrops while in prison. He says that the new rules are an odd decision, hinting that Flare just used the XRP community as a growth tool before undermining its devotion. Now, on to the major subject of the day, following the collapse of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX. One pressing concern on everyone's mind is who should control the sector. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to be the first to receive updates on the newest XRP developments. An imminent decision in New York federal court might help establish the answer, as well as the futures of many cryptocurrency investors and companies. The dispute hinges on whether a well-known digital token may be classified as a security, bringing it under the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The conflict began in 2020 when the SEC accused Ripple Labs Incorporated of selling unregistered digital coins without proper disclosure. Secretary Chairman Gary Gensler has been working hard to position his agency as the dominant power in the crypto business, and if the regulator prevails, it will deepen its control at a critical juncture. Among a handful of carefully watched fintech litigation, a judgment could come in the first half of 2023. The Ripple ruling is its most high-profile digital token decision. With a market value of about $20 billion, XRP is the sixth largest crypto asset, according to Coin Market Capitalization. According to Joseph Hall, a partner at Davis, Polk & Wardwell who served at the SEC from 2003 to 2005, the current turbulence in crypto markets could contaminate the judges' perception. You just have to imagine that the judges will be swayed by the investor losses they've witnessed, according to Paul. And the SEC will make it clear to them that if they rule otherwise, we will not have the tools we need to combat this type of activity. Customers and investors face billions of dollars in possible losses as a result of FTX's bankruptcy in November, and some of the company's leaders have been charged with various sorts of financial fraud. Before his imprisonment, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was a major figure in the regulatory policy debate. He developed tight relationships with our legislators and lobbied for a bill to give the Commodity Futures Trading Commission authority over some tokens, which some interpreted as an attempt to shift jurisdiction away from the SEC. The aftermath of Gen X's demise was immediate and severe, hitting an industry that had already had a difficult year. Token prices dropped, prolonging a path that began in April when many crypto businesses declared bankruptcy and high-profile FTX backers were forced to write down investments to zero. According to Howard Fisher, a partner at Moses & Singer and former senior trial counsel at the SEC, the possible contagion consequences of cryptocurrency breakdowns are now more obvious. The FTX disaster will serve as a touchstone for government regulation. To be classified as a security, an asset must meet a legal criterion established by a 1946 U.S. Supreme Court decision concerning the sale of tracts of Florida citrus orchards to investors. The requirement is met when investors put money in with the expectation of profiting from an organization's leadership's efforts. Ripple has claimed that XRP does not meet that condition because sales occurred in the secondary market and there was no profit pooling. Selling an asset on the secondary market is similar to selling a commodity and should be controlled accordingly. In an interview, the company's general counsel Stuart Lord stated that regulation must be done in a way that respects the reality of what an asset is so that consumers are not harmed and bad actors are kept out. A representative for the SEC declined to comment on the Ripple litigation. Trading in digital asset commodities, which include Bitcoin, are subject to a patchwork of state regulations, but no federal control. Some legislators have attempted to correct this by enacting legislation that would give the CFTC power over these types of tokens. However, if the Ripple court concludes that XRP is a security, the SEC will have ammunition to claim jurisdiction over the vast bulk of digital assets, according to Carol Move Forward, a professor of law at the University of Arkansas who focuses on fintech regulation. Gensler has fined crypto businesses and people that promote digital assets millions of dollars. The SEC, on the other hand, has not issued precise guidance on when a digital token constitutes a security, and Gensler has stated that existing rules are unambiguous. Insiders in the cryptocurrency business have criticized his strategy, which they claim relies on enforcement rather than defining laws. And its most recent salvo, the SEC sued crypto businesses Genesis Global Capital and Gemini Trust Company on January 12 for soliciting billions of dollars in crypto assets from investors through a campaign that amounted to an issue of unregistered securities, according to the SEC. According to Arthur Jacoby, a former SEC attorney and partner at Herrick Feinstein, the SEC has decided to mark its digital assets territory through the federal court system rather than engaging in transparent and public rulemaking with industry comments. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to be the first to receive updates on the newest XRP developments. A digital asset was defined as a security in a recent court decision. In November, a federal judge in New Hampshire decided that the blockchain-based publishing platform LBRY established broke U.S. securities law by selling its token without first registering with the SEC. According to Bloomberg intelligence litigation expert Elliot Stein, the Ripple case has more at risk: $1.3 billion in allegedly unregistered issuances against $12.2 million for LBRY, and is in New York federal court, which normally carries more weight than New Hampshire. The first claims of insider trading involving digital currency may have an impact on the industry's future. In July, the Justice Department charged and sued a former Coinbase Global Incorporated product manager and 2 individuals for allegedly participating in a plan to trade on sensitive information. The Coinbase manager, Hisham Wahi, has pleaded not guilty. His brother Nicolo was guilty of 1 count of conspiracy to conduct wire fraud and was sentenced to 10 months in jail on January 10. Since the SEC launched the litigation, no case has garnered as much attention as Ripple, and a roughly 150,000-strong group known as the XRP Army has kept crypto social media buzzing with round-the-clock posts debating proceedings and seeking for trials that they think will lead to a triumph. Former SEC heavyweights have been hired to defend the corporation. Mary Jo White, who oversaw the agency under President Barack Obama for nearly 4 years, and Andrew Seriously, who served as Director of Enforcement. According to Waves Lord, most of the projects the SEC has pursued have either lacked the capacity to battle or have found it financially expedient to settle. More than a dozen organizations, including the Chamber of Digital Commerce and the Blockchain Association, have filed documents with the judge in support of Ripple's position. While onlookers frequently look to a judge's previous rulings for signs as to how a case might end out, this is more difficult in smaller industries such as cryptocurrency, where there are few examples to draw from. While the case's overseer, U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres, hasn't presided over many prior crypto-related cases, she has handled important business cases, including a gender-bias class action against Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated that is set to go to trial this summer. Both the SEC and Ripple have requested for a decision without a trial, claiming that she has enough information to conclude. They only have to wait now. Even if Ripple wins. According to Andrew Stoltman, a securities litigation attorney in Chicago, it may not be the ticker tape parade moment that crypto enthusiasts are looking for. Before FootX filed for bankruptcy, and lawmakers were working on several crypto monitoring proposals. Those initiatives, however, had mostly stagnated. Given the attention surrounding FTX's demise and the contagion that has wrecked other cryptocurrency startups, the federal government is more inclined to wait. Stolman predicted that Congress will step in and select who got jurisdiction over enforcement. So, we've concluded this movie, people. If you loved it, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is quite beneficial to my understanding of the YouTube algorithm. You can also help enlighten others in the same way that you have been enlightened by sharing this video with as many people as possible. Guys, let's spread the word everywhere. If you are a true cryptocurrency enthusiast, you should not miss any of our stuff. See you tomorrow to discuss the most recent news that affects us all as a community.